My name is Eric King. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I have been teaching college since the tender age of 23, roughly 1973 to 2017. I've been doing college teaching. I started at a very young age. I'm now 67, so I've been doing it a while. What makes me amazing, as you put it, is that, I've always desired to be a wordsmith, whether it be spoken or written. I had a high school teacher in Philadelphia. He taught me history, William Fulcomer, and the first lecture he ever gave was that words equal power. And the person who can master words, be written or oral, is the person who will persuade other people. And I took that to heart as a freshman in high school, and tried to develop it. What triggered me was getting into graduate school at Princeton University and discovering that after having graduated from 4 years of a very reputable college, St. Joseph's University in Philadelphia, I did not have, despite the 4-year degree and the 3.7 GPA, I did not have the cognitive skills that the graduate professors wanted at that level. There was a certain way of thinking that I thought I had, but I didn't, and it showed in my writing. So here I am in graduate seminars, finding out I don't quite have all I need to have. And that's the worst place to find out that you don't have all you need to have. So I had to run 4 times faster than anyone else just to stay in place. And so I decided, if I can tell you the story, what actually happened was I was in a seminar. Mm-hmm. The graduate professor was Dr. Dwayne Lockhart. It was a seminar on state and local government. Mm-hmm. He assigned us a book called After the Revolution by Robert Dow. We were to read it and critique it. We handed our papers in. A week later, everybody got a grade. I got a note on my paper, see me. A, B, C, D, F, I can understand, but see me, I didn't know what that meant. So
heart kind of drops.
Yeah, I had to go to his office and find out. Mm-hmm. And what he told me was, well, Mr. King, you write nice summaries, but there doesn't seem to be any analysis here. And he says, I want to stop you here so that what happens to you doesn't happen to me, doesn't happen to you. And he told the story about how he had written 300 pages of a doctoral dissertation, and his advisor died. And then they appointed another man to advise him, V.O. Key, who was like the founder of American political science, and V.O. Key told him to write it over again because there were 300 pages of summary and no analysis. So what gave me a passion for critical thinking was what happened to me, and I didn't want that to happen to anyone else. I've discovered that one of the reasons that many African Americans struggle in graduate school is not because they lack the intelligence, but they lack the method. So I've spent the last 40 years developing the method, and I'm currently writing a book on critical thinking that reflects what I've learned about it over the past 40 years.
So is that pretty much your blind grind?
That's pretty much it.
That's it? Okay.
I'm a scholar, writer, lecturer, wordsmith. I revel in words.
And that has helped you?
I have become such a good writer that when I took a job with the Urban League back in the early 80s, writing speeches for my boss was not on the job description, but he discovered that I could write, and he made me his speechwriter. Nice. But I was also the editor of the State of Black Philadelphia Report, which is a scholarly journal published by the Urban League of Philadelphia that looks at the condition of African Americans. So I had to read articles, I had to critique them, I had to write things myself. So I have just been immersed in words. I'm a political scientist by training. I use political philosophy, political economy to look at the situation of African Americans, and that's basically it. I've been interested in the liberation of African American people, but using critical thinking to talk about it.
I hear you. You sound deep. You even look good while you're saying it. But can you do it when the room is empty? When nobody knows who you are? When you have no followers on your favorite social network? Then, and only then, will you experience beast mode.